sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in, I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love you.
Reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys UnCut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. CeeDee Lamb. So only one team over here is Cowboys. Believe it. Yeah, it's you got us a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC 4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We got to go to free agency, then we got to go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And
like
we
that.
are live, man.
I like that.
That's your first time. That's your first time seeing the new intro, man.
I like that.
Already, man. Shout out to you guys, the poet, for putting that together, supporting Cowboys UnCut as a whole. We appreciate you. And shout out to everybody out there supporting right now across Cowboys Nation. We already got 35 people across all platforms tuning in. So salute to April Barnes, Elijah Robinson, Marcus McFarland, Todd Cowboys in the building, Miss Regina Green with the green, Miller on time. I was not on time, so I can't even say the last part of your name, my boy. John Jones, Justin Kitchen. Salute to all y'all good people, man. And Wes, man, what you been up to, my boy?
Shoot, man, trying to get these kids on these fields and trying to make some money on so I can get to training camp on Friday. Going to training camp on Friday, so need those. Make sure if you guys haven't already, get involved in the raffle. Get involved in the raffle. Get enrolled in that raffle. You know what I'm saying? It's only $10. Get you $10. You get your entry. I'm giving away my boy Randy Gregory's practice jersey from training camp that he took off and gave to me. Other than that, man, let's get to it.
Indeed, man. And hey, we ain't gonna even take too much of y'all time. Y'all know to hit that like button. Y'all know to hit the share button. Y'all know to slap the shit out of the Eagles family. Y'all slide in here because that's a public service right there. But what I want to start off with, man, I want to say my dear goodbyes to a former Dallas Cowboy. He said enough was enough. I'm not the same, probably. Michael Gallup has called it a career. And what's crazy, he just signed with a team. He signed with the Oakland Raiders, I believe at the time, with every thought process of playing the entire year. And did not even make it to training camp. Michael Gallup is retiring from the National Football League after 6 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys. So It's gonna be a 2 point. It's gonna be a 2 point question on my end, man. For you, Wes. What is your favorite Michael Gallup memory? And two, with his retirement, does that negatively impact what you thought about the Dallas Cowboys wide receiving room last year? Because you got a guy that was on his last leg and instantly retired once he was free. But those are the two questions for
I would say my
best Michael
I
Gallup
would say
memory.
my best Michael Gallup memory on the field was probably him going over Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, they hold us. I remember
I think
that. You remember that?
that was probably one of my. I think that's probably one of his best memories as a Cowboy. Shoot, like he caught Jalen Ramsey slipping a couple times. I ain't gonna lie.
Hmm.
Well, I would say that one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Uh, the first down that he got with his foot, the touchdown he got with his feet both in bounds, the toe tag, that was pretty nasty too. Michael Gallup definitely had some moments, man. He had some moments. He just didn't have enough moments for me to warrant paying him what a lot of Cowboy fans said that he should have been getting paid. And hey, that's all right. We've all been wrong before. I'm just not wrong very often in this Cowboy stuff, but I'm not Jesus or anything. God dang. Not perfect. But I do know the future, and I did kind of tell y'all that, man, I told y'all, bruh, that when your number one trait is that you are an explosive receiver doing explosive things, when you have an injury to that explosiveness, you will never be the same. And you know who taught me this? Dez Bryant. Listen, Dez Bryant did become an all-pro. He was a Pro Bowler after he broke his foot, but he was not the same, bruh. He was not the same. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, one thing I know about the Cowboys is they low-key screw you because they honestly believe that your injury from last year has nothing to do with this year. Where every other team don't believe that. Every other team be like, nah, bro, if you got injured last year, we need to take care of you this year. Even if we got to sit you out a little couple games. Bro, the Cowboys don't do that. Even the Cowboys was like, Dez Bryant broke his foot. They wanted him to play week 1. You know what I mean? Like, and then guess what? He came back, and the very next week he broke his foot again. He re-broke his foot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the Cowboys don't like money in Dallas. Like, that's the real reason why I didn't want him to take the contract, because I knew he could not live up to it. Like, all money. But that's the thing, though. Shit. I ain't gonna. Yeah, if you asking Uncle West Coast, you think I need to go get your money? You have to go back out there? Okay, then just chill out, Kermit. You asking me, Uncle West Coast? They trying to pay me $60 million to be a receptionist at the clinic, but I gotta lie and say I know Spanish. You know what I'm gonna say? For that type of money, El Espanol. Hell, you mean, boy? You better figure it out. So Michael Gallup, no, I am not ashamed, nor am I mad at you for robbing it down for taking that money. No, I am not, because you did what you were supposed to do. If they offered it, you were supposed to take it. But at the same time, Mike, you knew you weren't gonna be able to. I knew that he wasn't gonna be able to complete. He wasn't gonna be able to fulfill that contract. So the fact, now my most favorite fan memory of Michael Gallup is a bad one. It's when the Dallas Cowboys nation really tried to sell themselves the fact that he was gonna replace Amari Cooper. Funny story. Amari Cooper got a contract today while Michael Gallup was retiring today. Think about that for all y'all. You just got him West Coast. You're just a hater. I straight up told y'all you do not re-sign a third string wide receiver. What are you talking about? And that is exactly what Michael Gallup was. Like, we are not about to Nipsey hustle him and start talking about he the GOAT because he don't play no more. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I got the same energy, bro. Your same energy. Woo! Hey, you ever you know what I'm saying? Like, for all my single men, you might understand this. Kyron, close your ears. Close your ears, son. Because your dad never did this, but you go out one night and you meet you a nice young gal and you hit it off, have a couple of drinks. Oh yeah, she invites you back. Y'all go back to the room and you have a good time. And the next day you wake up and say, did I just do that? Yes, the hell you did just do that. And guess what you got to do? You got to go find that plan B pill. Because you thinking in your head, I got to dodge a bullet. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys plan B Michael Gallup, and they cut his ass. They got him off the team, and they dodged the bullet. Because guess what? If he would have been on your roster with all this, with that contract, he would have been retiring with that goddamn money, and that money would have been tied up. So the Cowboys, honestly, they actually did the right thing in letting him go out and do what they wanted to do. They did the right thing. That was the only positive thing they did with Michael Gallup's contract. Because if he would have retired as a Dallas Cowboy, that would have been crazy, bro. That if you drafted a receiver, paid him, and in 2 years, 18 months later, he retires on you, bro. Like, that would have been crazy, bro. Yeah. And I'm happy he did it as a Raider. Because if he would have did that as a Dallas Cowboy, I might feel differently about his ass. How the hell you gonna do me like that, boy? Well, yeah. Like, you're retiring, you means you cannot play? You do not have the will to play?
Pretty much. Listen, Michael Gallup has not had over 500 yards.
Yeah, but listen to me.
No, wait. I was trying to say you have to mute yourself when I talk because you got that horrible echo. But what I was finna say.
Take the picture off.
What the picture got to do with your echo?
Oh, what you mean? You tired of looking at Michael Gallup? And you got that I farted face. You got that I farted face.
But no, what I was finna say about the nigga was, you gotta listen to your body, man. Like, the man ain't had 500 yards in the past 3 seasons. Like, the man production was not there. This man was basically a possession receiver that cannot do possession receiver shit anymore. So he did the right thing by retiring. Right, the same thing. We were just talking. Me and the landlord were just talking about Andrew Luck. That man been retired for 6 years at this point. Does not seem like it, but Andrew Luck been retired for 6 years. Retired in his prime. Is only 34 years old right now. He was beat to shit. He was the most sacked quarterback in the National Football League and had a neck injury. Could he probably have played a little bit more? Sure, but you gotta listen to your body, man. Like, if you cannot be the person that you originally thought yourself of, you know what I'm saying? You gotta hang it up.
Lie.
Like, nobody. Listen, nobody wants to be motherfucking me. What's Charles Barkley at the end of his career? Nobody wants to be.
Listen to me though.
Nobody wants to be. Hold on, man. Nobody wants to be Patrick Ewing with the damn Raptors. You just gotta hang.
Hey, but listen to me. Man. You already passed the physical, my dude. What is you talking about? You own the team. You let them cut you. What are you talking about? Go to work. What else is you gonna miss in Michael Gallup?
Nah.
Real talk. What else? What you gonna be doing tomorrow? You retired. What you about to do? Play NCAA? Play Madden? Bro, you're already on the team. You're on the team. That's why, listen to me. If he retiring now, that means last year he should not have been playing.
He probably shouldn't have.
He should not have been playing. And you know what? What I want to ask Michael Gallup? Michael Gallup, do you think if you would have just took your time and came back last year, like West Coast was saying, like Landlord was saying, like HTM was saying, you think you'd be retiring today?
Hell no. I think you would have had a little bit left in the tank.
That's why I be saying that, like, players be feeling like the Cowboys screwed them over, bro. Like, that's the difference between being in, like, it's okay to, like, team, listen to me. Like, what's a great player that left it? Tom Brady, bro. Tom Brady, bro, left the Patriots, won a Super Bowl with a whole nother team, bro. And guess what? When he came back to New England, they stood up. They saluted him. They cried, bro. Jay-Z performed. But I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, though. You know what I'm saying? Players leave teams. That happens. You know what I'm saying?
And he left.
And he did. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, praise God for him. I'm happy he gonna get some bread going out the door. it has to be serious if he's retiring because he already had the check. Like all he had to do was go to work. So that's I'm
That's
just
what I'm
curious. I'm
saying.
curious to know how he feels about the Cowboys now. Like, does he feel like the Cowboys hindered him? Because, bro, we all know that he was not right last year. When he made that slant and he fell down, and I think it was against the Giants, bro, my heart stopped, bro. My heart stopped.
Yo, also, what I was gonna throw out there, you remember another Dallas Cowboy retired like a year or two ago, Byron Jones. He said he couldn't run no more, dog. Byron Jones said he could not physically
Yeah, that
run
sounds
no
like
more.
Byron Jones is dealing
And
with some
he,
other stuff too, because he said he was having reoccurring concussions and all type of stuff, bro. Hey man, football is a violent sport, dog. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. My son's sitting in the back seat with a headache right now. You know what I'm saying? Football is a violent sport, bro. It's a violent sport. Like, I'm sorry, I'm that's just what it. And I'm gonna tell you, we as a society love violence, bro. That's why football is king of all sports. We watch football and we watch other sports until football seasons come. Let's just be real. I'm not even an NBA fan no more. I say I'm a Laker fan just because I'm supposed to, but I ain't no damn. I'm a Laker. I'll guess you. I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Kobe man. Kobe messed it up for me. I'm sorry. Rest in peace. It's just hard to watch the Lakers now. You know what I'm saying? It's
oh, I
hard to
see.
watch the Lakers.
I
I'll probably
understand.
be a college fan before I do something else. I'm a link up with Arkansas more this year. I'm gonna watch more Arkansas football this year for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, man, you know what's I'm gonna tell you this. The craziest thing that you could say about the Dallas Cowboys is this: training camp starts in 3 days, and we're not talking about football. Congratulations. We're still talking about
Yep.
paying your quarterback on July 23rd. You're still talking about paying your
Still talking
receiver
about paying your wide
on
receiver.
July 23rd. You're still talking about who's going to be your starting center on July 23rd. You're still talking about who's going to be your starting left tackle on July 23rd. You're still talking about is Micah. We're still talking about the exact same things we were talking about the day after we lost to the Green Bay Packers.
Man, we still talking about can we stop the run? Still talking about what our running back room gonna look like. Like there's a whole lot more questions,
Did we
than
answer any
anything right now
question?
for the
I think
Dallas
the only
Cowboys.
question we answered was probably middle linebacker for sure, right?
If you want to say that, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can say middle linebacker. I'll be nice and get a middle linebacker, but I ain't seen Eric Kendricks in the Dallas Cowboy jersey either.
He played good last year though,
Yeah, he played good on on a horrible defense. He played good.
which is typically hard to do because that means you ain't getting no support. That means you're usually doing everything yourself.
Man, do you remember when I forget the boy name like Verjao? He used to get like doubles all the time on the Cleveland Cavaliers when LeBron wasn't there.
Yeah, but
Somebody,
I mean,
yeah, I mean somebody got to get the boards, just like
yeah,
somebody got to get the tackles.
yeah, but I think it's harder than that in football because in football, especially at the linebacker position, that means you have no help at the defensive tackle position. Like that's the same position Jalen Smith was in. Like, bro, nobody was. He was like, there's no reason that you're a safe. If your safety leads you in tackles or is top 2 or 3 in tackles on your team, your defense is a good defense. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? That's already 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's like, I mean, I think, and I'm gonna tell you, like, I was watching this clip of Mozzie Smith last year, man, and man, he came in with so much. Man, the first thing Mozzie Smith said is, "I don't like football. I like hitting people." You know what I'm saying, bro? We need to get Mozzie Smith back to that mentality, and then with a Eric Kendricks, man, you gonna see something. You gonna see something, but I don't know how I even came. I don't even know how that came out of nowhere, but that just came out of nowhere. But Mozzie Smith I ain't gonna say he has to, but I think that he has to low key have a good season this year, man.
But how can we expect this man to have a good season when he just come out of shoulder surgery?
But see, I'm not necessarily, but like that's
I
true.
like. I'm just trying to say, like, I
That's
cannot
true.
put expectations on a man that's supposed to be rehabbing. Because when you're rehabbing, in your famous word, you just trying to get back to what you was. You're not even taking the
You
time
can't
to
even. You're not even
improve.
trying to get to 105. You're just trying to get to
Yeah,
100.
you just trying to get to 100. Fuck with the Dallas Cowboys, you're trying to get to 90. Because you get to 90, you on field.
Yeah, but you know what the
You ain't getting
Cowboys
fully
believe?
healthy.
You know what the Cowboys? How many people we got up in here?
Man, we got 103 people across all platforms, man.
I'm gonna tell you what the Cowboys believe, and this is what I realized about football. That old saying that people say, "Hey, 50% of Tyron Smith is better than 100." No, it's not, bro. 50% of anything is not a better than 100% of anything. No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. 50% of Tyron Smith versus 100% of someone who's halfway good. The 100% guy is gonna be better in the game of football.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, bro, players just like, listen to me. Are players still capable of having moments injured and like not at their best? Yes. But will they have complete games and complete seasons? No.
Probably not.
Because you got to think like this. Healthy players. One of the biggest things in the NFL is just getting through the season healthy, especially if you're playing that many games. So that's why I say, like, bro, if Mozzie Smith, and there has to be a focus on actually him getting, like, not first him being healthy. You know what I mean? Because for a guy who didn't have a lot of contact last year, he sure did get a lot of contact injuries.
I know, right? So speaking of injuries, I'm gonna segue slightly. Your boy
He said
Trevon.
50% of Tyron is better than 100% of Chuma. That might be true.
I mean, that's a very rare occurrence, but we might give you that, Trey. But I was gonna say our boy Trevon Diggs is going to start the season on the pup. It's already been announced. Good thing or bad thing? I'm gonna go ahead and say I believe it's a good thing because I don't want them to rush Trey back. You just paid the man. Don't rush him back to where he has a nagging injury. When you have a lower leg injury, man, you need to get all your strength back before you go out there trying to cut, run on a dime, all the other shit. So in my opinion, yes, I'm glad he started on the pup.
My opinion, I think it's a great move. I think this is probably something that he pushed for. I think he'll pretend like he's mad. Oh man, I want to be out there with my guys. But on the low, he's
like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie though. With him starting the season on the pub, Stephon Gilmore should get a phone call. Because that means you're not going to theoretically see Diggs until week 1. Week 1, he's going to be facing Amari Cooper. Why not let Stephon Gilmore get ready for Amari Cooper and let Diggs be like, bro, this is my thing. I don't like having dudes not practice and not really like take part in team activities. And then their first action is when it really counts. Like, bro, you can't do it like that. Like, you can't just expect Trevon Diggs to come back and be Trevon Diggs all-pro corner day 1. You cannot expect that. Even if you can't even, and like, listen to me. If this was something you were paying for, you can do that. But this is his health. He don't have control over that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to my boy. He said 2 monkeys on the video call. I can dig it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You did not see your mama and your granny on this bitch though, bald headed ass nigga.
Hey man,
you did not see your mama and your granny on this motherfucker. So I don't know how you seen 2 monkeys.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Dudes just do that. They just do that stuff because they are not getting attention at home. He's sitting at home with his TV dinner, with the remote in his hand, watching his phone. You know what I'm saying? He probably got 1 shoe on and a warm beer. You know what I'm saying? His girlfriend is telling him that she's going to the laundromat and she's really going to go see Steve. And he knows that. Steve's an Eagle fan too. That's the worst part about it. You know what I'm saying?
Steve be wearing his bitch out.
Wearing her out, bro. Wearing her out, bro. Talk about she can't even come home and make you lunch no more, bro. She got you eating Lunchables, bro. You hungry man right now. You eating hungry man and you got a woman. That's crazy, bro. She don't love you, bro.
Man, that's
just saying, bro.
There.
Your girl feeds you hungry, man. She don't love you.
All right, so he gonna start training camp on pup. Ain't making a decision on the season. I hope he starts the season on the pup too.
Bro,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Henny, if he starts the training camp on pub, that means he's gonna be behind to at least whatever that time is. So theoretically, what preseason game would he play in? He's not gonna play in preseason game number 1.
Oh, he wasn't gonna play a preseason game anyway.
Yeah, he's not gonna play a preseason game number 2. And then 3, nobody plays.
I was gonna say Trevon Diggs ain't played in a preseason game since he's been a starter.
Yeah, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so it doesn't really matter what the Cowboys say. We all know his first game is gonna be what? Week 1.
If that.
I'm saying, yeah, man. I mean, I hope he's listen. My only thing is this: we do scrimmage. We scrimmage? We have a team scrimmage.
We scrimmage the Rams.
We scrimmage the Rams. I hope he plays against that. And I hope we do see him in one-on-ones at some point. But I'm going to tell you this, one-on-ones ain't going to simulate tackling. One-on-ones is coverage. I don't know, bro. I just pray to God. I pray he's good, man.
Man, I hope so. Listen, I'm really hoping that Trevon Diggs don't play to like week 5, bro. I'm keeping it all the way 1,000 with you. Like I want Trevon Diggs to be Trevon Diggs by the time he get back on the field. And I know that we're a little thin at the other corner spots. Like you said, we ain't brought Gilly back yet. But I would rather have Trevon Diggs for the stretch run. Like, let me get you in the meat and potato portion of the season and for the postseason being 100% healthy. Like, I can navigate these first couple of weeks and see what I got because we're gonna be missing the matching coverages. We're gonna have a new defensive scheme anyway to try some stuff out that we like. But I'm gonna need Trevon Diggs for for the stretch run. That's why I'm really hoping that they don't put him on the field week 1. To think about it, Terrence Steele wasn't ready week 1, and I know he had a way more severe injury. But shit, Kyler Murray tore his ACL, and his ass didn't come back to the end of the season.
Bro, because I know I'm going to tell you to do it because I know you'll do it. I would love for you to go back like 5. I would love for you to go back maybe like 5 seasons and look at all the players that the Cowboys have gotten injured and when they came back and what was the results. Because, bro, if you go back to Dez Bryant, it just wasn't good, bro. And I'm going to tell you there's something else that's also connection to it. You know who else scares me right now? CeeDee Lamb, bro. Because listen to me. Dez Bryant, he broke his foot holding out. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because when you're not out there practicing with your dudes, with your guys, and you're not getting that normal bump and all that stuff, your body. See, the first day of tackle was the hardest day of season. You want to know why? Because your body is not used to that contact. But after you hit and stuff, your body naturally creates a callus where it's almost like a second layer of skin. If you play tackle football, you know what I'm talking about. Your body creates like a callus. You know what I'm saying? So like when people's like, listen, week 1, that first day of practice, someone step on your toe, you going home, bro. I'm crying. I'm going home. You broke my toe. I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. By week 15, a person's dancing on your toe and you don't even know. You're just trying to get to the quarterback. It's because your body naturally creates a callus. It builds a toughness, a hardness. Well, guess what? That's going to happen to CeeDee Lamb, but you don't want that to happen in the season. That's why they hit in the that's why they hit in the off season. That's why they do all this tackling and all this stuff. Why? So when you go into the regular season, your body's already used to it. That's why players who hold out and who are not a part of training camp get injured so goddamn easy. Yep. Sorry, this is what. Or they miss games, bruh. They miss. They miss.
Yeah. Speaking of CeeDee Lamb, let's talk about that since my boy ain't there. So CeeDee Lamb did not show up with the team to Oxnard, and it's been reported that he's not going to report to training camp. That had came across my stuff like 40 minutes ago. So he's in a complete holdout at this point. Do you think the Dallas Cowboys actually get the deal done? Do you think that CeeDee Lamb caved and eventually comes in and plays on a 1-year deal? How do you think this plays out?
I made a video. I hope y'all went and watched it. And I told y'all CeeDee Lamb. I woke up this morning. I just felt like keeping it with all the gangsters. I said, man, CeeDee Lamb, you got 3 options. You either gonna not get your ass. They either gonna give you a contract, and I don't believe they're gonna give you a contract this week. Why? Because if we're playing a game of cat and mouse, we're playing a game of call your bluff. I can't call your bluff until there's something that's actual mandatory for you to actually care about. You know what I'm saying? It's like if your lady lives in New York and you live in LA and she tells you, oh, I'm not giving you none no more. You'd be like, well, you're in New York. I can't get none anyway. You know what I'm saying? But when your lady gets on an airplane and comes to LA and you're in LA and she tells you, oh, yeah, I ain't giving you none. Oh, yeah, it hit different then. You know what I'm saying? Well, in order for that to happen, CeeDee Lamb has told them, I ain't giving y'all none. The Cowboys is like, man, get the hell out of here. We don't try to hear that. But when we get to training camp and Dak start doing these one-on-ones versus these, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Brandon Cooks is going to look cool. But when they line up all these dudes, and Brandon Cooks is now your number one, Jalen Tolbert's your number two, I don't even think we got a Foku on the team no more, but some random dude is your number three. You feel me?
Hey, our boy going to be number 3 if that's the case. Turk.
Yeah, but you going to have them hogs out there. You going to have Deron Bland. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It only going to take a practice or two because, listen, if Dak throw an interception, they going to crucify him. I don't know. I'm not about to sit up here and make you believe that Dak is going to look better without CeeDee Lamb. So I don't even see how that works because I do believe that they kind of work well together.
Yeah, in tandem.
Yeah, so it's like I don't see how Dak is going to look better without him. So what I believe is going to happen is you're going to hear things about, because you already know they count Dak's interceptions anyway. So
yeah, they count this nigga training camp. They counted training camp interceptions, man. What
yeah, and that's with CeeDee Lamb. So without CeeDee Lamb, now think about this. Brandon Cooks is not a go up and get it type of receiver. CeeDee Lamb is. So what does that mean? There's times where Dak can throw a bad ball and just know that CeeDee Lamb's going to go get it. You're not going to have that.
Yeah.
But I will say this. If Dak does look better without CeeDee Lamb, give him $70 million. Give him 70. Give him 70. He's worth it now. If Dak looked better, if he's a better quarterback out there, Patrick Mahomes in it, without CeeDee Lamb, give him $70 million and sign him for the next 10 years.
He said 10. Like, Dak, you gonna take this bread, nigga.
Take it, bruh. You mean to tell me I can give you a bunch of guys to play wide receiver and you can look good with a bunch of guys? Bro, you know how much money I'm going to save? I know a team with 2 $25 million receivers right now. But listen, you got to pay somebody. That's the thing. You got to pay somebody.
And what's crazy, there's an actual set amount of money that teams have to spend. So it's not like the Dallas Cowboys can just hoard money any damn way. There's still criteria that you got to meet, right, to be in compliance with the National Football League. So yes, they need to sign somebody. And this is my thing about the whole CeeDee Lamb thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Dallas Cowboys created this issue they damn self. Because nobody told them to wait this late to sign CeeDee Lamb or to try to get him a contract. You could have signed CeeDee Lamb after his first All-Pro season. You didn't have to wait to see another All-Pro season from CeeDee Lamb to try to give him a contract. Like, his shit was up. You could have gave him a contract at his 3rd year. So after that 49ers loss, when he showed up and he balled in the 49ers game, you should have pulled him aside, said, "We love you, CD. You were 88 for life," and gave him his bread. You would have beat out all these guys. You would have beat A.J. Brown back to the table. You would have beat Devontae Smith to the table. You would have beat Justin Jefferson to the table, right? And then you would have. And listen, if you had did it then and gave him that contract, the season he would have had would have been your reward for signing him, right? Imagine you gave CeeDee Lamb a contract prior to last year. Then he went out and balled like that. Don't you think that would have like justified everything that you had did? Now he had a season like that. You got to sign him to a contract. You got to ask him to do it again. You know what I mean? You could have got ahead of this. You did not have to wait, and that's the issue with the Dallas Cowboys. They always wait for the damn. They always wait for the damn market to reset multiple times before they try to get their own.
Somebody said everybody we paid effed up. You're lying. What are you talking about? Dak got better after we paid him. Amari Cooper got better. Listen to me. Amari Cooper had his first 1,400-yard season after we paid him. I don't know how people see if Amari Cooper got worse. He got better after we paid him. Zach Martin was an All-Pro after we paid him. Dez was a Pro Bowl after we paid him.
D-Law got paid, and he's still been a consistent player.
Look, what are you talking about? Look at Zeke. Zeke had 12 touchdowns and 900 yards as a running back, splitting carries with another running back.
I think Michael Gallup might be the only guy.
Think about this. They say, look at Zeke. Yeah, look at Zeke. He's right back in a helmet with a star on his head. That means what? They were wrong. Yeah, 12, Chris. How many touchdowns Tony Pollard had last year? Yeah, I'll wait.
I think he had like 5 or 6. And yeah, I think he had 5 or 6, and Zeke had like around the same.
I know he didn't have a touchdown versus Miami.
Nope.
Let it go, West Coast. Let it go.
All right, so yeah, I
Man,
don't
Tony
know.
Pollard went Tony Pollard went like 6 weeks last year without a touchdown. From week 2 to like week 7, that boy did not score.
But listen, nobody told the Dallas Cowboys to play Tony Pollard week 1. The man broke his fucking leg in January, and they had him playing running back 1 in September.
And
We
they
go
gave
back.
him a 1-year deal, bro. The Cowboys are gangster, bro. That mess is gangster to me. That mess
Get your ass out there, boy. Tote that bitch.
Hey, and think about this. Another example of all money ain't good money. Like, that's another contract where I'm like, Tony Pollard, I love you, dog, but you know you should listen. Listen. I
What
get
what
it, Tony.
what what Tony gonna do though? They franchise tagged him.
Hey, listen, that's why I say that's why I ain't gonna say I be lying sometimes, but I be contradiction the hell out myself sometimes. I do. Because I will literally say one thing and then will literally say a whole nother thing that contradict, but this is life, bro. Life, everything don't match up all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Tony Pollard, your ass shouldn't have took that contract. But I ain't gonna lie, if you would have came at me and been like, Uncle, what go? Man, they talking about giving me 10 million, man. If I gotta know Spanish though, man. I don't know Spanish. I would have been like, boy, you better hablo. Better Google Translate, figure it out. For that type of money, we figure it out. So
But
I
this
don't.
is. I was gonna say, man, the Cowboys should have just gave Tony Pollard a multi-year deal. He was coming off of an injury. You weren't going to see what he really was going to be in 1 year any day.
In 1 year. No.
You should have gave him a 3-year deal for the market rate. He would gladly had accepted that shit.
And he would have took it too.
Yeah, and guess what? You could have still signed Zeke back this year. You could have had Tony Pollard and Zeke back together again when you had one of the better running games in the National Football League.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I was low key. I ain't gonna say I was watching Tony Pollard because I don't watch other players from other teams. I don't do that. That's weird. But I was watching. I was watching. Yeah, I was. But I might have watched like 1 or 2 Tennessee Titans little workouts. I might have. That boy looks smooth, bro.
Yep. And this goes right back to what we said about rushing back from injury. Tony Pollard would have been fucking fine had we just let that man take his time to come back, gave him a long year deal. There was no pressure of just trying to get on the field. He could have rehabbed, completely been himself, and been contributing to the games for us, and still been here in the Dallas Cowboy jersey.
And think about this: the Cowboys are so crazy, bro. Rico Dow, Zeke, and Tony Pollard. We could have had all 3 of them should have been running the ball low key.
Yep.
And then think about this: you just like you cut you release Zeke, kept Rico Dow, Tony Pollard. Then you cut Tony. Don't bring Tony Pollard back. Bring back Zeke. Keep Rico Dow. I wonder if Rico Dow actually gets to run the ball because he's the only common denominator in all this. But then they didn't run him last year.
Yep. That's what I'm saying, man. Dallas Cowboys do some wild shit when you really sit back and think about it. I'm
gonna tell you this too, man. Like something that I hope training camp does not turn out. Man, I hope it does not turn into like the prove Trey Lance right or wrong show. Like, you feel me? Like, because man, people got to understand he is the 3rd string quarterback. And when it comes to actual training camp and actual practices, they only have a certain amount of time. So, bruh, I don't want y'all. I really want y'all to minimize your expectations about this young man, bro, because he is not going to be taking reps with the ones. Trey Lance is going to have to look good with Johnny, Jimbo, James, Sergio, and Juan. You know who that is? A bunch of dudes you don't know. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to look good with them dudes because the Dallas Cowboys are not about to risk. They're starting. Well, this the cool thing about it is he might get a little action with some of the guys because you don't know who your starting offensive line is right now. So that's actually a good thing. He might get a little bit better protection than normal. You know what I'm saying? Because they're still trying to figure it out. But long story is this. It's going to be very, very hard to for us to decide, especially without even CeeDee Lamb out there, bro. It's going to be really Trey Lance going to really be good.
I was gonna say I don't think it's gonna be training camp that's gonna decide it. They're gonna let him play most of preseason.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think they'll know it, bro. In training camp, you'll know if he's a good quarterback because you got to think you're throwing against. If you're not good versus the same defense that you play against every single day, why? I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. At the beginning of training camp, Dak's gonna be lighting their ass up. Towards the end, he's gonna be throwing more interceptions. Anybody want to know the answer why?
Been playing his ass more. Let's see, you can see more from him.
So go ahead and let you explain. So this is how it works at training camp. Beginning of training camp, the quarterbacks be lighting it up. What you saw what Patrick Mahomes did, man, to Isaiah Worthy, that was nasty, bro. That was nasty. Speed kills, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. The Cowboys have never just flat out got a flat out burner receiver. Never.
I wonder. I wonder they really gonna hold Cooper Rush like that.
I mean, theoretically, Cooper Rush shouldn't be in a battle for the second string job.
He should.
He should not. He should be by default your second string quarterback. There's nothing that Trey Lance can't. I don't see how. The only reason why they're gonna say there's a battle is because they need there to be a battle, but there should not be a battle. There should not be.
It shouldn't, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it won't be with the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Henny. If Trey Lance would have gotten released from the 49ers and we would have just signed him as a free agent, I don't even think he's on this team right now. I think part of the reason why Trey Lance has value is because we gave him value by trading for him.
But you also gotta remember, man, in terms of styles and what they would like from their backup quarterback, it's still somebody more like Trey Lance than Cooper Rush.
Trey Lance can't start somewhere else. Trey Lance couldn't even start where he last was. What are we talking about?
I mean, he lost the backup job to Sam Darnold. That should tell you
Trey Lance he was not the second string quarterback with the 49ers, who obviously pick quarterbacks better than us. Why? Because they picked Mr. Irrelevant, and he looked pretty goddamn good.
He was an MVP candidate with them in that system. So yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Theoretically, there should not be anything that Trey Lance can do to win the job because we've seen Cooper Rush in live game action. But at the same time, they might be in love with a vision. They might be in love with the athleticism. They might be in love with all these other things and still might give them an
When have they seen it?
I'm talking about coming up. They might let him get it off of preseason stuff. I'm not saying that they should. I'm saying that they might.
Deuce Vaughn is a great example that training that preseason don't mean a goddamn thing, bro.
But he got the job though, didn't
he? He what job he get?
He got the job over Malik Davis.
I mean, I think that's because he was drafted though, and his dad was on the team. But I mean, I don't think that Deuce Vaughn is a better running back than Malik Davis. Nor do I think he offers you more. Malik Davis is a real running back. Deuce Vaughn is not a real running back. He's a scat back.
But I'm not arguing none of that. But I'm saying based off of preseason, I feel like that's part of the reason why they gave him the nod because he was going crazy out those milk truck drivers.
Them dudes, it's crazy because them dudes wasn't even tackling him.
They could, man. That man looked like he was.
I'm like, bro, that's why they're third string though. Everybody's like, oh, Deuce Vaughn. I'm like, no, yeah, he did some crazy stuff, but them dudes also is on the third string for a goddamn reason.
They showed why they was third string. Oh man, but yeah, I don't know. We gonna see how that shit plays out. And I'm
gonna tell you this, I know this. I know that in a preseason game, Cooper Rush should look better than Trey Lance. And I'm curious to see what we're gonna see. I'm curious to see what we're gonna see. Deuce is a beast, just not a 20 carry. He's not a beast, bro. He's not a beast. He has not done anything in the NFL to say he was a beast. He was an explosive running back at Kansas State, but that was, man, no, we're not doing that. If he's a beast, then what the hell was Gibbs?
said Jameer Gibbs. Oh, that nigga,
Thank you, bro. What was Gibbs then?
a creature. that man
Deuce
is
is
a whole problem.
listen. Deuce is a Darren Sproles type, but go look at Darren Sproles' career. Go look what he did. Like, listen to me. The only reason why the Dallas Cowboys have such why we have so much revere for Darren Sproles because he would tear our ass up. But he wasn't doing that to the rest of the NFL, and he was only doing that to us because we had horrible linebacker play.
But Darren Sproles was hard.
He was hard, but he was not looked at.
I was just gonna say it just not was solely as a runner of the football. Like that man was breaking screens. That man was returning kicks for
Versus
touchdowns and
us,
shit.
though.
Oh, he did it to everybody.
His career says he was better against the Cowboys.
He might have been, but hell, I remember some plays he made in San Diego with the Saints.
Okay. No. I was thinking about his time versus with the Eagles. I wasn't even thinking about his. I wasn't even thinking about that.
I'm thinking about the entire body of work. Like, yeah, he went crazy against us.
Like, he would always go crazy versus us, bro. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why Cowboy fans have so much revere, bro. Because, like, bro, he is one of the few. Like, if I had to say a player that Randy Moss, for sure. Randy Moss went crazy every time he went to play for the Cowboys.
Deshaun
Jackson, Tom Brady, technically.
Outside of the last game. That's about it.
Outside of the last game. So who were the Cowboy killers then? Who were the Cowboy killers? Who have been Cowboy killers?
Shit, damn.
Deshaun Jackson for sure. That was a good one too.
That man went crazy on us with the fucking Raiders. on Thanksgiving.
Bro, I remember Deshaun Jackson, bro. I remember we played. I forgot what team he was on. First play of the game, he house called us, bro. What team was that, bro? I think it was on Anthony Brown too. Shout out my man. But I remember Deshaun Jackson, he had like one play of the game, bro. It was a touchdown.
That was it. That was the Raiders.
That was the Raider game?
That was Thanksgiving, the Raiders game, yeah.
Yes, it was. And we lost that game in overtime.
Oh, Megatron a good one too. Megatron went crazy.
All right, so put them in the comment box. Who are the Cowboy? Who have been Cowboy killers?
Aaron Rodgers.
The freaking 49ers as a whole.
Yeah, recently, damn sure the 49ers.
And you know what's crazy, bro? We used to dog walk the 49ers. Just freaking 2016, we went up to 49. We went to San Francisco. Odell never killed us. Odell actually only had one game where he went over 100 yards against us, and that's actually a fact.
Yeah, man.
Odell had one game over 100 yards versus the Cowboys.
You also got to remember the Giants have not beaten the Dallas Cowboys since 2016, so it's hard to say that Odell Beckham was doing anything against us.
Yeah, and in that game that he had to catch, they lost. But
Santana Moss is a good one too. He used to be hard as hell.
Santana Moss used to kill us.
Man, Santana Moss. Man, let me see what Santana Moss' career high was against us.
Is that the one that had like 300 yards on us or something?
I think it was Megatron, but Santana Moss went crazy on us too.
So who would be the top? I think Randy Moss is the top, bro, because you can't top 3 catches for 179 yards and 3 touchdowns on Thanksgiving, bro. Yeah, we're all sitting at home trying to enjoy our Thanksgiving.
Can't even eat no damn more.
T.O. gave us 36 touchdowns, so I don't know how T.O. can't be a Cowboy killer. He gave us 36 touchdowns in 3 years.
Damn, there was a game Santana Moss lit us up for 5 catches, 159, and 2 touchdowns. Oh, damn, he done put up a bunch of 100-yard games against us. 145, 115, 121, 150. Yeah,
God damn, who was he playing for?
The fucking Washington Redskins.
Oh my God, I remember now, bro. Why am I thinking about God? You know who I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about the boy from Pittsburgh. The one that got the toe tag.
You talking about Anthony,
in the Super Bowl?
I know you talking about shit.
Was that him?
No, that was Y'all put it in there. Y'all put it in there. Y'all know who the hell we talk about.
Damn, I forgot about him in Washington. Damn, he was doing that to us?
Yeah, that man had like 4-5 damn 100 yards.
Who was his damn quarterback?
Who knows? It's Washington, dog. It's
Eagles
Washington.
and 49ers. T.O. destroyed us. I don't remember. I gotta go look at that. I gotta go remember that. I don't remember the good stuff from T.O., man. I remember them 36 touchdowns, man. I remember that. I remember
Yes, he
Tony
did.
Romo throwing that hand up, man. Y'all be trying to forget like Tony T.O. Then we loved T.O. for 3 years, bro.
2007.
Santonio
Santonio
Holmes.
Holmes.
That's who I was talking about, King G. That's who I was thinking about.
That's an
I forgot
underrated wide
about Moss.
receiver.
Hey, Moss might actually be Moss might actually be the top one, bro, because he was in our damn division.
And he went crazy.
But Deshaun Jackson did it with multiple teams, bro.
Yeah, Santana Moss. Like, I forgot how fast this man was. They said this man ran a 4.31.
That
I
dude
don't.
probably had 500. He probably had 1,000 yards on the Cowboys alone.
He did actually. Against the Dallas Cowboys for his career, he had 1,269 yards and 7 touchdowns.
In how many games?
He played. Let me see. He played quite a few games
Bro,
against us.
he might go down as the Dallas Cowboy. He might be the Dallas Cowboy. He probably might be.
19. So he played against us for a long time. First game against the Cowboys was in 2003. His last game against the Cowboys was in 2014. So he stayed on our ass.
Neil said, look what he did in 2005 on Monday night in Texas Stadium. Last 2 fucking minutes of the game, we were winning 13-0.
Yep, that's the game I was talking about then, 2005. 'Cause that's the game he had 159 yards and 2 tutties. And then there's a whole bunch of other games that were still good. There's another game he had 92 yards, 73 yards. It wasn't until this nigga got old that he started having bad games.
This nigga got old.
When he got old, and when he started having bad games, get the Dallas Cowboys, man, they were killing him.
So who are the top Cowboy killers? For sure. Who we got? Moss, Randy Moss,
Santana Moss, Randy Moss, Santana Moss. I'm gonna have to say T.O.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. I'm gonna give T.O. his credit. He went crazy. He
Darren
was with the
T.O.
Eagles.
really was doing us like that?
When he played with the Eagles, how you think they got to the Super Bowl, man? They went crazy on everybody. Let me go see T.O. versus Dallas Cowboys. You remember he would dance on the damn star?
Bruh, we always want to talk about this bad stuff about T.O., but don't want to talk about them 36 touchdowns, man. Y'all know that's my favorite player, man. Leave my boy alone, man.
I had T.O. jersey.
Man, T.O. was social media before social media, man. That's all it was.
I'm just
Everything that T.O.
listen
to me. If T.O. did the stuff he did back then, now he wouldn't even be famous. Because everybody does that, bro. Everybody does that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to see what his career numbers is against us. Hold on.
But he was literally just social media before social media. That's all it was.
Now listen, he ain't even played that many games against us, and he still went crazy. So in 8 games, he got 537 yards and 7 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys.
Jesus.
90. This is 3 best games. 93 no touchdowns, 123 2 touchdowns, 134 3 touchdowns. Yes, that man was whooping our ass. And he did it with the 49ers and the damn Eagles. So he was on both our ops, busting us aside.
So I'm going to keep it real. Hey, see, listen. I was a younger man. I was still old enough to play football and listen to the football, but on the cool, that's the why Cowboy fans didn't like T.O.
He was busting our ass, boy.
He was busting our ass.
Like, what the fuck we supposed to do with this man? Like, I was so happy we got that man. He was the Dallas Cowboys for that time. I'm sad that he left. Yeah,
Megatron
right.
had 329 yards versus that was one game though, one.
One game. Matter of fact, let me look at his career stats against the Dallas Cowboys. That's gonna be very telling. Hold on. Calvin Johnson. Let me pull up. See, this is crazy. He only played 4 games against the Dallas Cowboys, and he had 522 yards.
Who? God damn.
And listen, even in these other games, he didn't have bad outings. So he had his other best game against the Cowboys with 96 yards and 2 touchdowns. So we still didn't stop him, man. He just went extra crazy in that 2013.
Was there any particular quarterback that really killed? Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady.
The GOATs.
So we would say the top 5 Cowboy killers are Santana Moss, Deshaun Jackson, T.O., Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady.
Yep. I'm not even finna go look at Jerry Rice and his shit. I don't even remember Jerry Rice going crazy against us like that. He might have because he played forever, but you know. Jerry
Was there any
Rice
defensive?
probably played 20 games against us. No, I think about it. Hold on. Let me see. I got him. I just got him because it's gonna bother me if I don't.
Hey, that's gonna be a good tweet. I'm gonna tweet that top 5 Cowboy killers of all time.
Jerry Rice. All right, so Jerry Rice up there too. Jerry Rice averaged over 90 yards a game against us.
Jesus.
He only played, and what's crazy, he only played us 10 fucking times, despite that being a historic rivalry. All right, so his numbers: 111 yards, 147, 82, 93, 161. 49, 73, 51. And this man went crazy against us on the way out in Seattle. He had 145 yards against us with the damn Seattle Seahawks.
Damn.
Just because he fucking could.
Damn.
Oh, that is crazy. Kadarius Toney had that 180 yard. They were never in that game, but he had 189 yards receiving against us.
Yep, sure did. Tom Brady, I think Tom Brady would be up there too.
Yeah, Randy Moss up there. That's really, now we think about it, there's a bunch of guys that you gotta think about it. We everybody rivals. We don't have a bunch of rivals. We everybody goddamn rival. When you think about it, so there's always gonna be somebody try to step up and have an amazing game against the Dallas Cowboys. Victor Cruz had 178 against us. See, but I don't think Victor Cruz did that enough for him to be a Cowboy killer.
No.
Victor Cruz would have had a nice career if he could have stayed healthy. He was already a Super Bowl champion. I think he was a All-Pro or some shit like that. Victor Cruz would have been a damn good wide receiver if he could have.
So who we got at 1?
All right, y'all put it up. Y'all take that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, probably got to be Jerry Rice.
It might have to be Jerry Rice. You average 90 yards a game against us. That says something.
Number 2, Santana Moss.
Santana Moss was tearing our ass up. Put Randy Moss up there too. Somewhere.
Would you put him before? I would put Santana Moss second though, and Randy Moss third.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
4.
What was Tiki Barber numbers against us? Y'all bringing up horrible memories. Y'all keep reminding me
I
of Dallas
don't remember
Cowboys.
Tiki Barber being nasty versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Let me see. I'm finna find this shit out. We finna find out right now.
Oh yeah, 4 was Deshaun Jackson.
Tiki Barber ran for 1,304 yards against the Dallas Cowboys in his career.
That ain't enough.
Yeah, not for 19. Well, this nigga did go crazy on us, so.
This nigga did go crazy on us.
He didn't have a great start, but then he had 110 yards, 94, 81, 122, 115, 114. We weren't good at this point. This is early 2000 Dallas Cowboys. He was wearing out. Damn, this man had a 100 yard receiving game against us too.
Who?
Tiki Barber. This man had a 100 yard receiving game again.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Tiki Barber was like he was a back before his time, bro. He was a back before his time because, like, you know, a back that caught the ball as well. He was really, honestly, bro, like, I'm not trying to downplay Zeke, but that's what I thought Zeke was gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? Because Zeke can catch the freaking football, bro.
Yeah, even though they never really gave him opportunities like that. Man, it was a good talk though, man. I gotta jump off here and handle some
Hey,
stuff for my wife
real
get
quick.
home.
Answer this question real quick.
Go ahead.
Has Zeke ever lost to the Philadelphia Eagles? What's his record versus the Eagles?
Sure, I can put it up real quick. Matter of fact, I know he lost against the Eagles because he lost the. He was playing in 2020 when Dak wasn't there. Remember we lost that game that Ben DiNucci started. Yeah, so I know he has at least one loss.
Okay.
Then he lost in 2022 when Cooper Rush was the starting quarterback and he played. Philadelphia Eagles.
All right. So I got.
He's 9-4. Ezekiel Elliott is 9-4 against the Philadelphia Eagles. One of those losses came last year when he was a Patriot.
Okay. All right. So I got. Hey, I'm trying to do this list real quick. Hold up. Deshaun Jackson, and then I got 5 is Tom Brady.
Yeah, we'll put Tom Brady on there at 5. Just out of respect because he's the GOAT.
And then 6 would be Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. We might have to we might have to make separate lists. We might have to make a list for quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs.
No, I'm just saying. I just put top Dallas Cowboy killers of all time. Mike, Jerry Rice, Santana Moss, Randy. Ooh, you said I got to put T.O. on you though, right? You think T.O.?
You gotta put T.O. on there somewhere.
All right, I'm at 7. Who's 8?
Let's see, cause you already got.
Is that Megatron?
We might as well. They had 500 yards in 4 games. I don't care if one of them came. I don't care if one game with 300. You still got 500 yards in 4 games.
Was there any running back? What was the running back you said?
Tiki Barber. Tiki Barber was one of the running backs.
So we are putting Tiki on there.
Let me see. Let me compare his numbers to LaShawn McCoy before I go.
Man, I am not putting his weird ass. He follows me.
He does. Well, I still gotta see if he went crazy.
Ooh, Aaron Jones.
Damn it, man! Why you do that?
Aaron Jones versus the Cowboys. Man, he had 3 touchdowns in one game.
Man, listen, LaShawn McCoy ran for almost 200 yards against us. You got to put the man on there.
How many times though, man? Let me get Aaron Jones.
This nigga, listen, his best games against the Dallas Cowboys: 149, 185, 131, 159.
How you spell his name?
LaShawn, Lesean.
Lesean.
And
I got it.
that's not even counting the receiving yards. Cause he went over 100 yards against the Dallas Cowboys in his very first game. He had 54 yards rushing and 61 yards receiving. So he did everything against the Dallas Cowboys that game.
Hey, what was Eli Manning's record versus the Cowboys, man? Because he low key went out. He low key went out, and he was low key. Eli beat us in the first game in the stadium and the last game in the last stadium.
Eli played for so long. He had 7,560 yards, 53 touchdowns, and 29 interceptions in 30 games against the Dallas Cowboys.
What was his record?
I don't know what his record is. I gotta go look at it. Eli
or his brother. Did we ever beat his brother?
Yeah, we beat the shit out of his brother one year. Beat the eyebrows.
Then he came to Dallas and put up 500 and some yards. Our defense fit in damn 5 touchdowns.
Man, Hey, but hey, Forrest Hill is right about one thing. He said those Eli versus Romo games were fun as hell.
What was Eli record versus the Cowboys? I'm curious.
All right, Eli record 13-17.
Nope. Good job, Cowboys. Good freaking job.
McNabb, I wonder if McNabb was they
Hey,
were
you know
good, but
who
we
would
were
probably
bad.
gave us problems? But I'm not saying praise God, he got injured, but he got injured, bruh. RG3.
Oh, we couldn't do shit with RG3.
RG3 would have changed the trajectory. Because listen, and I'm gonna tell you, when RG3 was coming in the league, we were still kind of like up and down with Tony Romo and his injuries. You know what I'm saying? Like we were still going through it. That could have been really bad for the Cowboys. Somebody said Donovan McNabb.
I'm trying to see what his record is.
That
Hold
might
on.
be a good one because hey, Dante Culpepper too.
Yeah, Donovan McNabb was 12-8 against us. So he's 4 game over 500. And then stat wise, he threw for 4,122 yards, 26 touchdowns, 13 interceptions in 20 games. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had Quincy Carter, Drew Bledsoe, and Vinny Testaverde when that man was out there. He supposed to have been beating our ass. Shit.
So how you spell his last name? Donov. Donovan. How you spell McNabb?
MCNABB.
MCN. Oh, I got it. Yikes. Yeah. All right, so let me put my list. I'm gonna show y'all my list.
Oh, you did put Aaron Jones on there too, though, right?
No, I didn't. How much? What was Aaron Jones? I didn't get this last one. What was his stats?
I never pulled him up.
Pull it up real quick.
In 3 games, this man had a 100-yard game against us every time he's played us. You know that?
Damn.
125 yards and a rushing touchdown, 107 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns, 138 and 1 touchdown. That's not even counting the playoff game because this is all regular season stats.
And this is who?
Aaron Jones. Yeah, put him on.
Yeah, he's getting on here.
Kill your Cowboy killer. I gotta run do something. Give me a second. I'll be back.
All right. All right, man. Hey, man, we've been on here for an hour though, so man, I appreciate y'all, and y'all already know where y'all can find us at. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it big tomorrow. I will be at training camp on Friday with the kids, so if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys show up, man, because I'm gonna be out there. Also, I got a raffle that's going on, so make sure if you can, make sure you guys hit the Cash App. Hit that Cash App so you can be a part of the raffle. You know what I'm saying? And more importantly, you guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.